Or this? I think we're too low on money or something. Why can't we build this ride? We're only allowed to have one? Oh no, now we built it! What? Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Yesterday you may have seen, or it's not yesterday, dude, I'm gonna schedule this. It's the day before this, that I uploaded the video about, whatchamacallit. I'm so bad with names, guys. It's freaking, Theme Park Tycoon. And that is what you see behind you right now. I have done a little bit of work, and by a little bit, I mean quite a bit. You may notice what's new. I built a lot of stuff. I made everything look very nice. Over here, you know, I was talking about the fact that I wanted everything to be sort of elevated. Let me just get out of here. This pond is pretty, you know, difficult to get out of, by the way. Oh my, okay. Yeah, but what I did is over here to begin with, I made this kind of elevated because I wanted it to not be, you know, on the ground. I wanted to try and elevate it a little bit, and that is what I went ahead and did. So I built this little mountain behind here. It felt kind of empty before I did that, so I decided to put a little bit of a mountain there, and kind of using these torches here to sort of illuminate what there is, a mountain. And then in the catalog, I'll show you guys. You have what's called a Q path upwards test thingy, and as you can see, there's only one type of this path, so I may consider to start using those paths for the Qs, but we'll see about that. Not entirely sure, haven't really made up my opinion, but as you can see, this looks pretty out of place. I tried to hide it here on the side with a few bushes and whatnot. Yeah, so I'll show you the back of the mountain. It's nothing special really. I just made it kind of look natural so that, you know, it wasn't it went from really nice on the front to really terrible on the back. And I feel like I did that to a good enough degree. Over to this stuff here, I haven't really done anything. Don't really know what to do with this, to be honest, yet. But we'll definitely have a look at it later. So the next thing up on the list here is probably the first thing you noticed when you started watching this video. That is this boat thing, and I feel like I made this look very nice. Right here is the entrance to the little ride here. We also have this the sign indicating what the ride is. So this ride I decided to call Sledgehammer, and essentially you just walk up here, and then this is where you get into the ride. So the queue is not too long. I didn't want it too long. I wanted it to be pretty short, and stuff like that. I've really not seen any sort of, you know, need for any bigger queue just yet. So that is just what I'm doing for now. Alright, another big thing that you may have noticed is this big mountain over here. And there's actually a ride going through this mountain. Although there is a bit of a problem. As you can see here, this ride takes ages. And because of that, there's a bunch of people stacking up over here. I didn't imagine it, you know, would go this slowly, but it does. What you gonna do about it? But I wonder, can I sit in this thing, or is it just only, I don't think I can ride it. That would be really cool though if I could ride it. Can I click on guest to, it doesn't look like you can ride it. But it goes up here. I wanted kind of to make this mountain look a little bit fancy. So what happens is that occasionally you will see this car going past here, which is kind of, you know, above you. And I just thought that was a very nice effect. It also sort of interferes over here with that you see it, you know, when you go to this ride right here. And it's just generally a nice view for the people riding it. It goes around here. I had to do a pretty long curve considering the vehicle doesn't do that sharp of turns. Once you get over here, I made this little nice balcony inside of the stone area that you can kind of look over and you can see the car coming down. Perfect timing for the car coming down there, guys. Yeah, so you'll kind of see it going like that. I thought that was a pretty neat effect. When it comes out on the other side here, it will just come up in its own area. I'll probably make something nice here, like something, you know how rides have like these cool areas that you go through. But essentially there's this underground here which doesn't look like anything just yet. I might customize this. As you can see, also there's a crap ton of torches because these are not very illuminating. They literally light up a single block, and that is about it. So I was kind of struggling trying to light that all up. Anyway, so the car just goes around here, and I made it slightly elevated to give in, you know, a cooler effect, and then it comes down over there, and to all of the people waiting in this queue. I tried to kind of cope with it by putting the price as high as I possibly could. So the price is $21. It was 20, but 21, why not? So that people would kind of not choose to go to this ride. I don't know if that's gonna lower the charisma of my park or whatever, but I decided for now, if it can maybe make the people going into this ride a bit less, then I think it's good. I might even shorten the queue there to make people not go into the ride. Rides that I don't want them to. Right, anyway, I just freaking noticed, like, every time I decide to record, it's freaking night. I swear to freaking crap, man, like, every time. Also, this ride here hasn't, been incredibly popular lately after I got these new ones. There's usually only 1 or 2 people in this ride. So we'll see what to do about that. Maybe it'll be better once a bunch of new people get into the park. It seems like it has a pretty good guest satisfaction. Excitement is not all the way up there. Intensity, I mean, I don't really know what's up with that. But I'm sure we'll figure it out. One ride though that seems to be very popular is this thing. It currently has 8 people in it, or 7, which is a pretty good amount. I would say, that's popular. And I think this and that almost runs, just as frequently. So anyway, what I thought that we would do today, guys, is that we have all of these rides. We have a little bit of income going for us. As you can see, my money is at 15,000, which is quite a bit. I feel like I'm building too slow, and I'm just getting a crap ton of money for not really, building further my Tycoon or whatever. Also, one thing I noticed, we need some trash cans over here. But we'll do that later. But yeah, what I wanted to do today is I wanted to have some sort of shop. If there's one thing we don't have, it's somewhere where people can sit down and eat. There's no place like that just yet. So over here, as you can see, I've put down these red roofs here. I don't know quite what I want to do with this place, but I kind of wanted this to be like a cave restaurant sort of thing, and try and build, a little bit of a restaurant in here with a few tables and whatnot. So I thought this place here would be kind of this intersection, We have the store on one side and this little cool ride on the other. So it's a very interesting place. It doesn't feel like some place that's just, away from everything and, So let's have a look at the stalls tab. So in here's all the possible items that we can sell in our shop. I don't really know what we want to sell yet. I'm thinking putting a couple of toilets in there would be a really good idea, as well as consumption stalls, which is all the stalls. What should we put in there? Slushy, hot drinks. I'm thinking maybe a ice cream, or definitely fries. There has to be something fries in there. I think even maybe we can build on top of this little stall here. To make it kind of look like it's part of the wall. But I'm gonna get working it a little bit, guys, and just try to get something laid out, and then I'll get back to you. Alright, so first of all, before we do anything, I think it's important to work out, for insides and stuff. What kind of floor do we want? So over here's a few floors. I put down most of them. I think there's one that, we didn't put down, which is, the default one. There's also these that are locked. I'll look into that eventually, but for now we're gonna, use what we got here. So the thing is, we have, I'm kind of, I want something that looks kind of like an inside of a building. So I'm kind of thinking either this brown one here or this wood. Maybe this wood, the wood looks pretty good. I think, guys, we're going for the wood. So guys, I kind of have a layout down that I think would be really nice. So what I was kind of thinking of, I was thinking, we don't have so much space in here. We only have these 2 blocks. If we're going to block this off with a wall. And, then there's this thing. There's this big hole here that, this is where the ride comes out. How cool wouldn't it be if we made like a little view here so that you can look into this other area here? Because this is an area that isn't really used, but I think we could, like this view right here, we could make quite nice. I'm gonna put some sort of opening here, have some fences or something, make it kind of open and spacious and nice. For the toilets, I decided, I wanted kind of a separate room, so I'm going to try as best as I can to get a separate rooms for the toilets, but if I can't, then that's fine. But I was thinking somewhere over here would be a very nice place for the toilets. Have this little thing that you have to walk through, and then you'll have a boys' and a girls' toilet right over here. Alright guys, it's night yet again, isn't it always? Anyway, I went ahead and I put down a few blocks here. These are actually all the blocks in the like, whatchamacallit, terrain block manipulation tab. And what I was kind of thinking is that I want 2 of these blocks to use as the restaurant wall design. So what I mean by that is that I'm gonna have like one block type on the bottom bit of the wall, and then another block type on the rest above, essentially, to make this line of coolness. That is as far as my plan has gone this far. I'm looking at all of these blocks, and they all kind of look, you know, like material. They look like they should be part of, you know, a mountain or something like that. There's dirt, you know, there's leaves, grass. So there's not really a bunch of these that I'm kind of feeling that we can use, but there are a few, and the ones I'm kind of thinking of is this sand. I think the sand looks quite, you know, has some potential. I've tried it out. And then there's also these over here, either this one or this one. I think this is marble, so that's quite an interesting material. We could potentially maybe use these 2 in combination with each other even, which could be a nice combination. This one is very smooth and, you know, it doesn't have too much to it, so that could definitely be a good choice. So I'll try and find 2 of these 8 blocks and, you know, see what I can do here. Alright guys, so I am back. I have made a little bit of progress here. I'll show you guys. It looks quite nice. I'm happy with it. There's really limitations as to, you know, how good things can get here. But it looks quite nice. We'll definitely work on it and make it look even better. But I wanted to get you guys back so that we can do this together, alright? We gotta get, you know, this place all situated. I feel like I have the general idea. As you may see on the side there, I decided to choose stone as my secondary material, just because there wasn't really any other material that looked good at all, to be honest. And then I thought, you know, it matches with the outside here, so it will blend in well, you know, when it comes to the outside. What we need in here, guys, is first and foremost, we need a few trash cans, because there's already freaking trash on this floor, and we're not having that. So I'm wondering, you know, we're inside right now. Is this a trash can that we'll, you know, would potentially want to use? Let's put down both and let's see. I feel like this is, you know, more so of an outside one, but I feel like I can't even tell that's, you know, a freaking trash can. So I think we're gonna remove that one, at least for now. Again, if you guys are loving it, then, you know, I could obviously change it back. But for now, I think that one looks better. I'm also gonna put one right there because I am going to have a little fence here, which that's the next thing we're doing. What could be a nice inside fence? I'm not really too sure, to be honest. There is that one that I used over the edge of the thingy, which I think could be quite nice. There's also these, which looks pretty, like, they look kind of insidey to me. Let's try and put those down. Let's see what it looks like. I'm not hating it right now anyway, and they really match with the bottom wall design I just noticed. With that looks, you know, that's a pretty good combo right there. Right, another thing with this freaking, like, room here, that, like, we don't have a roof. So I think roof is, you know, definitely a thing we need to do. Is we're gonna get our building tool here, and we're going to go to block manipulation. And kind of what I want to do here is I want to extend this a little upwards, like that. A few blocks on each side. I'll show you guys why in a second. And then I want to then get this thing inwards. Just to kind of have a little bit of space above the sign here. And now we could potentially, you know, make it so that it's now covered again. But I feel like there has to be a little bit of space above that top bit there. And another thing we should also add right now actually is lights. There's no lights. It's pretty damn dark, to be honest. So let's go to, where the heck is the lights? Lanterns, there we go. So a light that I found is actually not in that tab at all. It's in the roof tab, which I don't know where the roof tab is. Roofs and ceilings. Here we find a light. And I was kind of thinking, you know, putting this somewhere. I don't know whether or not this would be a good place for it. Not entirely sure. It looks decent, you know. It's definitely what we're going to use inside of this place right here. We definitely need to light this place up. And I think these lamps are, you know, the perfect thing to do that with. You know, so we'll take a look at those later. I'll put one here just for now, just because it's incredibly dark. And we'll have that. It looks quite nice, illuminates the place, make it a lot more welcoming, in my opinion anyway. But I think we need some, you know, other lights. We can't have those. So let's go to the lanterns tab here, and let's see what we can do. So these torches, are they anything that we could potentially use? No, we can't put them inside of there. We can't put them inside of the thingies, so that's kind of, you know, I feel almost we have to, you know, take advantage of the roof here, because there really isn't that much space inside. Can we not put things on these walls? Can I put things in, like, outside the thing, please? I don't want to put them in the walls. I think there has to be a block behind it for you to not... That might be a glitch. Hello, guys. I'm from the future. I realized the lights were really glitchy, and so I decided I would cut it and just right to the building. And yeah, I just want to say that so the transition doesn't feel weird. I started building the roof instead of doing the lights. Anyway, let's get onto the roof here. We need to cap this place off, you know, make it, you know, an actual place. So for that, I am kind of thinking, you know, I want to do not just a square roof, but have it be kind of shaped and have it look kind of interesting. So to begin with here, we're definitely going to have to hire these walls. I'm really sorry about the dark, by the way, guys. It is, I mean, it's freaking constantly dark in this game. The freaking nights, man, they're so long. So the walls are quite high now. I like the look of that. I almost want to give them one more block height just to kind of get that extra space to work with. I think we're definitely going to need it in this case. So, right, what I was thinking is that we'll have some sort of arch going across here. As well as that, we'll have a pretty high roof that you know, is a gradient sort of that, you know, it's not just flat. We'll put one piece of stone there. One piece of stone there or something. It's pretty hard to build when you don't, you know, have like walking space. Like I'm pretty much stuck in this place, which is, I mean, it's cool. It works, right? So that's kind of something like I was thinking. I want to make it a bit more smooth though, going down like that. We might even close this off just for good measure. Maybe don't have it go quite that far down because I feel like it kind of ruins the effect with the cores and everything. I feel like if we're going to do that, that's as low as we're going right there. Maybe even that. Yeah, I'm kind of, yeah, I think so. So another thing we need is we need to, you know, get some blocks on the other side here, at least where we can, to try and fill out, you know, the walls a little bit and make it a bit more whole. We're going to keep this angle right here and not put any blocks here so that you can kind of see into this area, which I think would be a really nice effect. If you could, from the restaurant, be able to see slightly into the course or into the ride here. Right, so that looks quite nice. Let's go back into the store. I'm currently underneath of the thingy there. Yeah, this is, by the way, what I did with the little store to try and fit it in somewhere. I didn't quite know where to put it. I also feel like I wanted to have more of those kiosks. Kiosks? Is that what they're called? I want to have more kiosks than one, but for now, I really don't know where to put it. If we're going to do that, we'll do it later. Right, so this place seems to be very popular. We have one customer so far, not really that great, but I'm sure it'll get better. So, anyway, we need to continue on the roof here. I'm going to go along it like this and kind of try and flatten it off a little bit, just against like the sides here, so that we can make it even taller. I think, yeah, building even taller right now. We might even put just a block there just to kind of, you know, we need a little bit of shape. You know, for this to look nice. So how high is that all around right now? I think we're gonna one higher. Kind of, you know, really tall right now, but I'm liking it, to be honest. Depth is important. And now I think it's time we're gonna fill out the roof like so. It's gonna become incredibly dark in here, by the way, and it's gonna be incredibly hard to illuminate as well. Might have to have some skylights or something like that. We'll figure it out. As you can see, pretty damn dark. Right, so guys, I decided to cut it there. I have finished the store now. It is 100% done, and I'm really excited to show you guys. The lighting is fully set up. Everything looks fancy. So, what isn't set up, though, is the trash. There's too much trash around here. We need to get better with the trash cans. I don't know if this actually does anything. I'm not too sure about that, to be honest. But it sure takes a long time to clean, so we got to get some of those trash cans going. Right. So to kind of introduce you, right, you have this cave, you walk through the cave, and you get to this sort of intersection. On one side, you have a beautiful cart ride, and on the other, you have SD, which I'll talk about in a second. And so when we walk in here, we have our beautiful restaurant. I think it looks quite nice. This direction here still needs some detailing work. I'm thinking of creating a very nice scenery here that, you know, we can see the sun through or something. Considering the sun like falls right in that spot right in front of me right now, and it looks really beautiful, and I really want to try and do something with that. But for the restaurant, the setup I have is that I have one of these torches above every table, like this, just to kind of illuminate them slightly. I don't know about these ones. They are kind of floating. Not 100% sure on what I'm supposed to do there. We also have this thing over here, which that was just an accident, alright? It's not supposed to be there. Although it looks kind of cool. I was thinking of trying to do something like it and have, instead of the pizza piece there, try and cover the pizza piece with that thing. I'll try it out, but later. Also, as you can see, business is going good. We're getting quite a bit of money, quite a bit of customers that are sitting down. I don't know whether or not one of these stores is enough for now, but I couldn't really find a place to put any other one. To put any other store, so I decided just to leave it like this for now and just have one pizza store here. I am really happy though to see that people are using this place as intended. It is really accomplishing to witness. Apart from that, guys, I think we were pretty accomplished today. Managed to get so much progress done. I am super happy about today. If you look at this place, it looks beautiful, but now that it's night, it doesn't look beautiful. God damn it, night. Why do you do this? But yeah, guys, that is about it. We managed to finish the store. I managed to build everything that you see around you pretty much. This place is so revamped and so looking nice right now, and I'm really loving it, guys. But if you enjoyed the video, guys, it would be really appreciated if you could leave a like. And the line for this ride is still very long. We'll sort that out in the next episode. Yeah, but guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Nice. That is not too shabby. Right. Can I bounce more, please?
Putting my thoughts in a loose sleeve on the Bruce Lee of this rap shit. Sometimes this never get lonely and cold, so go make sure that you bring a jacket. Putting my heart and my soul in this music.
What the heck?